This week, the UK crypto industry has faced major setbacks. A $1.7 billion Ponzi scheme shut down a key firm, and regulators are calling for tougher anti-money laundering measures. And a study showed that public skepticism towards crypto mining. So let's dive into what this means for you. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys, available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. And StealthEX, a privacy-centric crypto exchange which enables you to make crypto-to-crypto exchanges anonymously. Hi everybody, and welcome back again to another episode of Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about how the digital asset space has been taking fire from multiple sources and also from multiple directions within the UK. So as always, let's jump straight into this article. I'm just going to read bits from each particular story. We'll see what we can learn and then we'll comment after. So a major UK digital asset firm was shut down for promoting a $1.7 billion Ponzi scheme. Meanwhile, a director at the country's top financial sector regulator told digital asset firms to help clean up markets and fight a £24 billion or $26 billion money laundering problem. And to top it off, a new academic study revealed that the UK public perceives digital asset miners to be of less value to society than escorts. So kicking off the digital asset industry's PR Septimana Horribilis in the UK on May the 13th, a digital asset advice firm, Amy Finance Academy Limited, was shut down after investors lost money and the director failed to keep proper accounts. The firm wound up at the High Court following investigations into the company's trading by the Insolvency Service and the UK government agency investigating the financial wrongdoings in the insolvency space and supporting those in distress. Then we've also got a couple of days after one UK government agency announced the shutting down of a fraudulent digital asset advice company, the director of another agency made it clear he expects the industry to start helping clean up its own mess. On Wednesday, FCA Director Matthew Long said digital asset firms should be involved in cleaning up markets and fighting a money laundering problem that he claimed is choking tech innovation in the UK. I still see £24 billion of money laundering in crypto transactions, and that's a low estimate, said Long, who is Director of Payments and Digital Assets at the Financial Sector Watchdog, speaking at a conference in London on Wednesday. And lastly, the icing on the UK digital asset industry's bad week cake, in PR terms at least, was the publication of a new sociology study titled Occupational Prestige and Occupational Social Value in the UK, New Indices for the Modern British Economy. Produced jointly by the Oxford Internet Institute of the University of Oxford and the Nordic Centre for Internet and Society of BI Norwegian Business School, the research sought to explore how the UK public perceives various occupations in terms of prestige and social value. Based on comprehensive and recent evidence from 2,400 respondents, the study looked at 576 occupation titles, two of which were crypto miner and crypto trader. For each listed occupation, respondents from across the UK were asked to indicate on sliders how they would rate the prestige and social value of the occupation on a scale of 0 to 100, 0 being the lowest and 100 being the highest. One slider for prestige and one for social value. The scores were then pooled and average mean numbers were produced for each occupation. And unfortunately for the digital asset industry's sense of self-worth and societal value, crypto traders and miners both placed below acupuncturists, food bloggers, online video content creators, i.e. YouTubers, taxidermists and ostrich farmers in terms of their mean occupational social value. This means that the public, or at least the section of it that took part in the study, viewed digital asset mining and trading as of less value to society than YouTube influencers and people who stuff dead animals. So whenever a company like this goes down or gets investigated for fraud, somebody gets arrested, charged, and then eventually he'll be convicted and sentenced, I would imagine, if he's done this. This Desmond Amy of Amy Finance. It actually gives the government ammunition to then paint us with, a bad, it makes us look bad, and the government love any opportunity. They will not any opportunity like this go to waste. And it actually gives them more excuses to create more rigorous ID verification processes like Know Your Customer, KYC and AML, anti-money laundering regulations. They use these ways to actually just monitor us. You don't have to have actually committed any money laundering crimes for them to start asking you about your details. They're going to ask you about it anyway, and then if you commit a crime later, they'll tie it to you. So they're actually making all the normal, the general public, the normal people who've never committed a crime, answer these questions and go through these processes, and they won't let us buy crypto through exchanges unless we do it. Now, that's just wrong in and of itself, in my opinion, but it also has lots of other knock-on effects where it makes things very easy for the government, very convenient. It affects our privacy in terms of we don't actually have any then, because the government knows everything that we're buying and everything that we're selling. It's also very inefficient. There are higher costs, and with regulations, or certainly any increased regulatory burden on crypto firms or on crypto users, this leads to higher operational costs. And so the government is really using events like this Ponzi scheme and also this negative academic studies to erode trust in cryptocurrencies. In my opinion, this is an attempt to actually create a decline in user adoption and to slow the market down and slow crypto adoption down. That's the aim for the government. And one of the best things we can do as crypto users is to stay informed, keep up to date, understand the government's position, understand your position, and keep up to date with the any of the sort of regulatory changes the government makes. Keep up with that. Keep up with the news about the crypto market. Obviously, subscribe to this channel. I put out a new video every single day, and I keep everybody updated, especially when it comes to regulations. Another thing you can do is also use reputable services when you're buying your crypto. So means basically choosing well-established or regulated crypto service providers if you can. Don't forget, when you're using these services, it could be Coinbase or something like that, use strong passwords, enable 2FA, two-factor authentication. And then what I always do is I don't keep any money on the exchanges. I just use it for a transaction to buy or sell my crypto. And then I transfer it to a wallet that I control. So nobody has access to it except for me. And so by actually taking these steps, crypto users or you can better protect your investments, because that's what they are. These are investments for the future, and adapt whilst also at the same time, you're adapting to and keeping an eye on the evolving regulatory landscape in the UK. So you're just basically keeping on top of everything. That's what I've got for you today, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.